You ever walk away from a conversation and just feel invisible? Like you were there, you said all the right things, you nodded, you smiled, and yet somehow they'll forget you 5 minutes later. Meanwhile, someone else barely talks and people gravitate towards them. This video breaks down exactly why. It's not confidence, it's not charisma, it's subtle habits. Tiny things that make you feel unforgettable. Most people think likability is loud, but a lot of real connection is actually quiet, and it happens in the margins. So here are 7 subtle habits that flip a switch in people's minds and make you the kind of person they remember. Real quick, I made a Discord for people in this community serious about leveling up, whether they want to just grow, talk, game, or just be part of the community. If you want to join, link is in the description. So let's start simple with the smile. Not the customer service smile though, I'm talking about the kind where your eyes soften, where your face relaxes like you just spotted someone you love in a crowd. A genuine smile makes people feel like they're at home. It's like sunlight. It warms everything around it. I'm sure you know someone who barely talks, but people always like that person immediately. And a lot of that reason is probably because of how much they smile, even if you've never met them. But even a perfect smile won't land unless you add this next thing, a brain hack that instantly deepens connection. Using someone's name in a conversation is like turning on a light in a dim room. It snaps them into focus. It says, I see you. Like, think about it. Saying something like, that's a great point, Bartholomew. It hits way harder than just saying, yeah, true. When people feel seen, they want to stay. But if you want them to feel understood, you need this next one, which is active listening. Listening isn't just waiting for your turn to speak. You have to react and nod, and asking follow-up questions like, how did that feel? Or what happened next? Most people want to be heard, and when you show that you're actively listening by really paying attention to what they say, they'll really notice. Listening is like holding up a mirror. You're showing them what they just shared actually matters. But your words won't matter if your posture is telling people to stay away. So number 4 is having open body language. Your body speaks before your mouth does. So uncross your arms and relax your shoulders. Maybe tilt your head a little bit and make soft eye contact. Walking into a room with closed-off body language is like showing up to a beach in a full suit. You're kind of saying like, yeah, I don't want to be here. So think about it like this. Good posture is an open door, while bad posture is a do not disturb sign. But here's where most people mess up. They try too hard to be interesting instead of being interested. So number 5 is to be curious, not just interesting. People remember how you made them feel, and nothing makes someone feel valued like genuine curiosity. Being curious is like turning on a flashlight in their world. You make them feel seen. Like one time I was at an event and someone asked me, why do you love what you do? And I paused for a long time. So I smiled and I said, no one has ever asked me that before. And it made me feel really good to continue that conversation. And all of this isn't just modern psychology. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, had this all mastered. He asked people thoughtful questions. He gave them his full attention like they were the only person in the world during that conversation. Even his enemies said that he made them feel deeply seen. That's not just charisma, that's presence. And you can practice that too. But presence isn't just shown in the moment. It's proven later, when you remember what mattered to someone in a previous conversation you had. So number 6 is to remember the little things. If you want to blow someone's mind, remember their cat's name. Remember they had a test coming up and ask them how that went. Or remember that they love pistachio ice cream. I try and do this a lot, and a common reaction I get is people saying, how did you remember that? It makes them understand that you're actually interested in what they want to say. Because memory is like emotional currency, and a lot of people are broke, so it helps to remember something about others. And now for the final habit, the one that makes people feel like you just get them, which is to match their energy. You don't need to fake that you have their personality. Just tune in to their rhythm. If they're soft-spoken, don't come in like a crazy YouTube intro. And if they're hyped, don't give one-word replies. It's like adjusting the volume to match the room. Too loud and it's overwhelming. Too quiet and you fade into the background. Get the level right, and suddenly people lean in. None of this is about manipulation. It's about making people feel safe with you. And the people we remember are the ones who made us feel like we mattered. You don't need to be the funniest or smartest person in the room. You just need to be present. Because presence, real presence, is unforgettable. You can master all these habits. Smile right, listen deeply, remembering everything about someone, and still feel like something's missing. Like you're doing everything right socially, but deep down, something feels off. You laugh with people, you show up, you're liked, but you still feel alone in a crowded room. And here's a truth that doesn't get talked about too often. Being likable isn't the same as being connected. If you've ever felt that quiet emptiness, my last video can definitely help you out about the simple truth of why you feel alone even with friends.